You know, one thing that I've noticed with a lot of us that are in the science game, that are researchers, that are graduate students, that are professors, or anybody that's in this science game, I've really noticed that one of the biggest things that we have to deal with is the motivation to actually get up and do this kind of stuff every day. It seems very challenging, and hopefully I'm going to help you on this video in terms of thinking about how you might navigate this issue of motivation, of being a scientist, a researcher, or whatever. And it's something that I've learned in order to deal with the challenges of doing this. So if you don't know me, I am Professor Dave Massack. I'm an Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship. And I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There are so many people that help me out that I want to pay the favor forward to help you out. So it is daunting, or it often seems very daunting, where you have to get up and do the same thing every day in the research game, where you are focusing on getting, maybe it's a paper published, or maybe it is working on your thesis. Maybe you're a graduate student, or thinking about your thesis as an undergraduate student, and you're thinking about how do you actually work towards getting this big project done. And it takes, you know, for many of us, it takes years. A quick project is maybe going to take a couple of years, but for many of us, our projects take years to actually complete, upwards of a decade. But so how do you actually keep going, and what do you sort of think about in terms of feeling like you want to do the work every day? It seems like it's daunting, right? Because you are constantly moving up against a brick wall. You're reading more material. You're finding out that somebody else has something that's done. And really, there's two parts of it that I think are really fun, for me anyways. And this is how I deal with it. The first way is that I really just think of it as playing. It's a game. It is me just playing around with different ideas. It's a playground. And yes, there's day-to-day where I do feel grumpy and I don't like to do those things. But for the most part, when I jump into it, I feel like I'm just playing and I'm moving things around, moving these ideas from here to there. And I'm trying not to take it as seriously as I once did. I used to take it very seriously. But when I realized that when I took it very seriously, then I just was not having that much fun. And so I try to play a lot more with this, and I play with the different ideas that I have. And the second thing that I think is vital for all of us is knowing that you are part of a larger community, that everybody else is going through the same experiences as you are. And what I've realized on this YouTube channel is that this community is huge. There is many scientists, many graduate students, many undergraduate students, many high school students that are very interested in science, but they don't know what to do and they don't know how to do things. And they really often lack the motivation, or they feel terrible about themselves because of all these different issues that they think they're actually not getting there. But I want to point out, and I really want to clarify, that you're in good company. There's all of us that are struggling to actually move forward and do great things in the scientific community. So if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, you are actually at the right spot. This is where you should be. This means you're actually trying and you're moving things forward. That means that you're at the state of the art and you're realizing that there's always something more that you can do. And that is okay. And you should embrace that. Know that that's a great sign. That means that you are going in the right direction. So if you can relax and not treat this as such a big ordeal, if you have to revise everything, if you have to delete half your paper, it's okay. That's part of the play that we go through. And you just go through and you start playing and you see what other people have done and you play with what they've done. And you just build as if you were working with Legos, you know, those little building blocks that you had as a kid. And you're just building and putting those things together to create an idea that somebody else hasn't seen before and done something that other people have not done before. And then you combine that with knowing that you're part of a larger community, you actually don't feel that bad at the end of it. I feel okay knowing that there's so many of you that are struggling alongside of me and seeing that I'm totally normal too. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.